Good evening. Would everyone please stand for the Star-Spangled Banner to be performed by the MHS Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Patrick Converse. Administrators, department chairs, faculty, parents, invited guests, and the members of the class of 2022, welcome to the Senior Last Assembly. At this time, I would like to call Zachary Lowell, Student Council President, to the podium.
Good evening. Sorry, I'm going to move this real quick. Good evening, family, staff, and of course, my fellow classmates and soon-to-be graduates of 2022. Here we are on June 2nd, meeting for the last time before graduation, which is only 2 days away, if anybody wasn't already counting. That's right, we are just 2 days away from doing the thing which we spent 4,745 days anticipating since our first day of kindergarten, which if you went to the MEC, was September 9th of 2009. Here, we played with food coloring and shaving cream, set traps to catch leprechauns on St. Patrick's Day, and watched caterpillars grow into butterflies. Then we moved into the elementary school, and the great feud between MKG and HBB began. Here, we participated in banging field days, became encapsulated by a giant blow-up globe, celebrated the 100th day of school, sat under that huge rainbow parachute in the gym, and rocked out to Monster Mash during the annual Halloween dance. From here, we'd move on to middle school. We dropped eggs from the top floor of the stairwell, attended semi, and waved goodbye to Jason standing on the roof every Halloween. Finally, we'd make our way here. Not technically here, but the high school which stood in where the student parking lot is now. We had no way of guessing where our high school journey would take us, or the kinds of challenges we'd face. We joined school sports, auditioned for shows in the choir, were members of clubs and organizations, participated in community service, attended school dances, pep rallies, and parades. Here we spent hours working on projects, hours on Zoom meetings, hours writing papers, hours procrastinating papers, hours laughing with friends at lunch, hours playing with teammates on the field or track, hours performing, hours studying for midterms or finals, and hours waiting in the parking lot line. All of it leading up to this moment, as we stand just 2 days away from doing the thing. I want you to take a minute to reflect on how much you have changed from that little kindergartner who looked up to the senior class of 2010 as if they were superheroes, to now sitting in these auditorium seats as that soon-to-be graduate, just 48 hours away from your graduation ceremony. I ask of you that you do not take this moment for granted. I beg of you not to be modest or timid about this accomplishment, because it wasn't a walk in the park, and yet you did it. You put in the work, you doubted yourself, and yet kept going. You made it here today, exactly where you're meant to be. Do not belittle such an accomplishment. Take a sense of pride in your dedication, because ultimately it was you who got you here. To close, I'd like to thank a few people who made my time throughout Middleborough High School so special. To Jay, thank you for driving me to and from practices and events, teaching me how to tie a tie, and inspecting any issues with the Jeep. To Mom, thank you for supporting me through everything I've wanted to do, making the best home-cooked meals, serving as fuel for long nights spent at the school, and allowing me to turn our kitchen table into my office space. I look up to you with the most fond admiration and am forever grateful for the kind of man you raised me to be. To my best friends, thank you for the late-night Cumbies runs, making every group an ice cream group, spontaneous trips to the beach, and endless laughs, and ultimately making every moment worthwhile. To Bran, thank you for allowing me to see the potential in myself as a student leader and trusting me with so much responsibility and always being by my side. I am so grateful for the opportunity I was given to lead this school and will cherish all the memories made at MHS. Thank you. At this time, I am proud to introduce the 2022 to 2023 Student Council Executive Board. President Hannah Marshall. Vice President Allison Crowley. Treasurer Tyler Heike. Secretary Braden Borromeo. Event Coordinator Fiona Clancy. Event Coordinator Sophia Nardulo. Publicity Coordinator Jordan Lunt. Publicity Coordinator Will Donahue. Historian Bella Fratantonio. Historian Sarah McCollum. MASC Delegate Connor Kelleher. CMASC Webmaster Christina Chain. And School Committee Representative Nathan Donahue. Junior Class President Olivia Austin. Sophomore Class President Ryan DeBona. Hannah, as you take the role as president next year, all I can say is enjoy it. You are more than ready to lead MHS, and never forget that. Don't doubt what you have, because your talent is seen by many. Good luck, and most importantly, have fun with your council. I now have the pleasure of handing the gavel over to the new president of the Middleborough High School Student Council for the 2022 to 2023 school year. I'll now invite McAvush to the podium.
Thank you, Zach. Zach, if you can come back up here. A nice round of applause for our newest officers. And for Olivia and Ryan, our class elections are in a little over a week. So we are anticipating that Olivia will become the senior class president. And so, and Ryan hopefully will also be one of our new class officers as well. So we are looking forward to that. So thank you to all of you. So you can make your way up this side. And before we transition to Matt, I just want to make sure we can take an opportunity to recognize Zach Lowell. When Zach had mentioned in his speech about giving him such great responsibilities of leading a school, he probably had one of the most unique positions in a school as to really help rebuild really what a school can be. And so as we opened the doors in September and Zach was given the charge when he became the president that June, is to say that your charge is to really bring Middleborough High School back, and is without a doubt that he worked tirelessly to do exactly that. So Zach, on behalf of all of us here at Middleborough High School, we know that your leadership is going to soar as you head to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and we're just excited to see what is coming for you, but just know that the impact you've made here at Middleborough High School is significant. Congratulations. And now, if McAvush could please come to the podium.
At this time, I would like to call back up the man, the myth, the legend, the most amazing and caring principal anyone could ever ask for, Mr. Paul Brannigan.
Thank you, Matt. Just before we begin, I do have to give a shout out. Where is Olivia Ruciano? Liv, if you can stand up for a second, wherever you are. Just, we need to wish her a happy birthday. We celebrate birthdays each and every day, and yesterday we didn't get to see Olivia until scholarship night, and yesterday was her birthday. So a happy birthday, a belated birthday, Olivia. So welcome everyone to the class of 2022 Senior Last Assembly. This is a long-standing tradition at Middleborough High School to bring our senior class together for their final night, really, before they become graduates. And this Senior Last Assembly is a fabulous tradition that when I started working here in 1996, it was done during the morning hours, when we would pull all the students out of class, and as it evolved over the many years, many principals ago, they moved it to an evening event, and here we are. We're really excited to be able to bring all of our graduates together as they represent the orange and the black. And to all of the families that are here tonight and our guests, we're just so grateful that you could be here tonight to help celebrate the unbelievable achievements of the class of 2022. We know the fact that this is a class that I can tell you has had an unbelievable impact in this school. Not only are they seniors in the first full year back without any sort of any craziness of the last 2 years, but more importantly, they opened a brand new high school, that they led the charge of working in a school and learning and living and enjoying this new building. And their charge was to really make sure that all the energy and the pride and what we believe to be just unbelievable station pride from the old building needed to come into the new one. And I think without a doubt that the graduates that are sitting here in front of you did exactly that. So just welcome to all of you for what we hope to be for you, a magnificent night of celebration and accomplishment for all of you. Before we begin, I just want to point out, we did it last night for those members of our senior class that were at our scholarship night, but I had made the promise we'd be announcing it each and every night, even through graduation as well. On the presentation table, you see right in the middle, you see a floral bouquet that has many orange roses and one white flower as well. I forgot which kind it is. However, it's very significant. So our senior class, when we met together back in late April, we had a meeting about all the senior events that were coming up. And we really talked about some of things that they would like to do. And they talked about how many members of this class has lost a loved one during their 4 years here at the high school. And they wanted to make sure that was recognized and remembered in some way. So we started doing some brainstorm, and what you see on the presentation table that will be here today and will also be in the same exact space, only out in the stadium on the presentation table at graduation, is this flower bouquet. All of the orange roses represents the class of 2022. And the one right flower is in the middle is for those members of our families that could not be with us here today. So we hope on behalf of all of the graduates, soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2022, we know the fact that we're thinking about your loved ones, and we know the fact they're here today. So just a thank you to the officers for making that happen. Now let's begin. At this time, we're going to be announcing the names of our National Honor Society students. These students have a weighted grade point average of 3.75 or higher. And once accepted, the members of the National Honor Society must maintain a 3.70 GPA. They must serve 10 hours of community service and follow the school's code of conduct and attend NHS events and be considered a graduating member of the National Honor Society, a person in good standing. Membership is based on proof of service, leadership, and character, as well as academics. The students, as your name is called, I'm going to kindly ask for you to stand, and you're going to turn to face your families and behind you. So with the following members, please stand. Our President, Madison Hancock. Our Vice President, Corinne Donez, our Secretary, Benjamin Bramwell, and our Activity Coordinator, Natalia Parkinson. If you would please remain standing. And now our membership. Sophia Albert, Jillian Baldacini, Alexandria Burkett, Alexis Boldry, Carly Briggs, Aidan Carey, Aidan Chin, Nicholas Coe, Fiona Cowie, Brandon D'Antonio, Liana Davidson, Noah DeGrazia, Julia D'Amelia, Cameron Destram, Christina Dye, Addison Enos, Shauna Gallagher, Isabella Generazzo, Ryan Green, Matthew Gavush, Samantha Hart, Emma Healy, Isabel Heike, Cassandra Helene, Shay Hilton, Timothy Johnson, Arjane Jones, Rachel Kane, you betcha, Rachel Kane, Megan Kowaleski, Alexandria Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kitston, Zachary Lowell, Robert McNaughton, Cameron Morgan, Julie Malloy, Joshua Murphy, Riley Nemes, Gianna Pasquale, Megan Penny, Gianni Pereira Nunes, Stephen Pergalia, Carly Quill, Mila Rusilov, Daniel Reed, Allison Rideout, Michaela Robichaud, Julia Rubini, Olivia Rusciano, Olivia Schicchetti, Kaylee St. Clair, and Derek Sarkowski, please stand. And at this time, absolutely a nice round of applause. And if our members would please stay standing. And at this time, I would like to introduce the President of the National Honor Society to come to the podium, Ms. Madison Hancock.
Thank you, Mr. Brannigan. The National Honor Society has worked hard this year to maintain its prestigious reputation, and we would not have had such success if it had not been for our officers and advisors. I would like to thank Activity Coordinator Natalia Parkinson, Secretary Benjamin Bramwell, and Vice President Corinne Donez for their enthusiasm and positivity throughout the year. I enjoyed every minute of working with you all. I would also like to thank Mrs. Glevy and Mrs. Salamoni for their inspiring leadership and commitment to our society. You are superb role models and contribute so much to our school. Thank you.
Madison, thank you. And to our members of National Honor Society, as you'll notice they're wearing the gold stoles that obviously they'll be wearing at graduation. So congratulations to all of our NHS members. And if I can please ask Mr. Dizell and Mr. Porter. And before we go any further, I just want to make sure that I can introduce the members of the faculty that are on stage. Of course, our Assistant Principal, Mr. Dizell. And of course, our Director of Alternative Pathways and our Futures Program, Mr. Joshua Porter. Mr. Ryan Sylvia, our Athletic Director. And of course, Mr. Brian Lynch, our Superintendent of Schools. Our class advisors, Mr. Stephen Chamberlain and Ashley Tessino. And of course, a wonderful welcome he does for our schools in our district, our school resource officer, Officer Brian Wixton. And now we'd like to be able to recognize our honor graduates. Each year, in addition to honoring the members of our National Honor Society with their stoles, we pay tribute to those seniors who did extremely well academically, maintaining at least a 3.3 GPA. We would like to represent them or present them with a pin, an honors pin, indicating that they will be graduating with honors. We ask that the recipients of the honor graduates please come up onto the stage until all of our honor graduates are here. And if you can, we're going to call you up in groups, and you can come on up, and then we'll have another group stand in front, so that way that we can have everyone up on the stage. Our first group, please welcome, with graduating with honors, Kyle Aiken, Ashley Baker, Jamie Bassett, Zachary Bergeron, Haley Bradley, Cameron Brady, Alexis Karamanica, if you can come on up to the stage. Ashley Cassidy, Marissa Correa, Emma DeCiccio, Elle Doherty, Cam Downey, Emma Dufilly, and Jace Elliott for the first group. And for our graduates, if you'll come right off to the front of the stage. So you can receive your pin. And now we'll call up the next group, who will come right in front of the group that is here. Please welcome, graduating with honors, Philippe Filiatro, Hannah Gaza, Derek Gilmet, Jade Hogan, Holly Jacobson, Sage J, Charlotte Jope, Alana Langton, Anna Langtree, Jack Legendre, Addison Latender, O'Reilly Martin, Mallory McKenna, Jalen Moore, Brendan Myers, Donna Nunes, and Caitlin O'Leary. In our next group, please welcome, graduating with honors, Olivia Pasquarello, Trevor Peterson, Roman Pergalia, Sophia Ramos, Emma Regan, Alyssa Roulier, Jensen Shogum, Ryan Segrin, Eric Sabrino, Bryn Stevens, Brady Strong, Jimmy Swartz, Olivia Taylor, Cami Tingle, Jenny Trainer, Larissa Vieira, Mackenzie West, Nora Williamson, and Broden Youngclaws. Congratulations to the class of 2022 graduating with honors. Well done. All right, everyone, you can head back to your seats. And you'll be wearing those pins on your gowns on Saturday. Congrats. At this time, as our seniors are making their way back to their seats, we're going to be giving a recognition of our Silver M Society. At this time, we will have the members of the Silver M Society please stand at your seats to be recognized, and they are recognizable by the silver tassel that they have added to their caps. These students were nominated by faculty members and selected by fellow members of Silver M based upon their service to the school community. As I call your name, if you would please stand and make sure you turn to face your families in the back. Our president of the Silver M Society, Al Doherty. Our vice president, Noah DeGrazia. Our secretary, Julie Malloy. And the treasurer of the Silver M Society, James Swartz. And as you remain standing as the members of the Silver M Society, would you please stand? Alexandria Burkett, Liana Davidson, Addison Enos, Philippe Filiatro, Ryan Green, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Holly Jacobson, Emma Kitston, Zachary Lowell, Cameron Morgan, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Olivia Pasquarello, Olivia Schicchetti, Jensen Shogum, and Bryn Stevens. And as you remain standing, I'd like to introduce to the podium the president of the Silver M Society, Ms. Elle Doherty.
Silver M is a prestigious society of Middleborough High School's finest students in the classroom, on the field, on the stage, and in the community. The members of Silver M strive each day to improve constantly and to serve as reliable friends and role models for their peers. It is because of this dedication to the school and their optimism for the future of our class that I thank all Silver M members from the class of 2022. You all play such an integral part of our school, and without you, we would not be the same. I would also like to thank Mr. Chamberlain as our advisor, Silver M. I cannot thank you enough for believing in who we can be as class and as individuals and guiding us toward our bright future. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Brannigan, Ms. Luco, Mr. Dizell, all faculty and families. Without your unconditional support, we would not be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Elle. Thank you, all the members of Silver M. You can please take a seat. In our tradition of the Senior Last Assembly, that we always give a recognition of our honor graduates in regards to the honor societies. So as your name is called, you're just going to simply stand for the whatever honor society you are representing, and then basically again you'll be turning to the back so you can face your families. Our first one is Mu Alpha Theta. The following students have been inducted into Mu Alpha Theta, the National High School or two-year college mathematics honor society. To be selected, students must complete their mathematics courses with distinction and be active members of the mathematics community, as demonstrated by their participation in the mathematics team here at Middleborough High School. With the following senior members of the Mu Alpha Theta, please stand, and you can know that they're in the Mu Alpha Theta based upon the blue and gold honor cord. Once again, please stand. Aiden Chin, Noah DeGrazia, Philippe Filiatro, Matthew Gavush, and Cameron Morgan. Congratulations to Mu Alpha Theta. And now we'll head on to the World Language Honor Societies. The following students were inducted during their junior year for either the Spanish National Honor Society, the French National Honor Society, or the Russian National Honor Society. As your name is called, we would like you to stand and face your families, and they will be identified by a red academic cord for one or either of the three honor societies. For the National Honor Society in Spanish, Jamie Bassett, Benjamin Bramwell, Aidan Carey, Nick Coe, Fiona Cowie, Emma DeCiccio, Ryan Green, Matthew Gavush, Samantha Hart, Shay Hilton, Timothy Johnson, Jack Legendre, Olivia Pasquarello, Daniel Reed, Julia Rubini, Bryn Stevens, Olivia Taylor, Cami Tingall, Larissa Vieira, and Derek Sikowski. And as those members stay standing, we would like to make sure we can introduce to you at this time the members of the French National Honor Society for the class of 2022. Alexandria Burkett, Madison Hancock, Sage J, Rachel Kane, Julie Malloy, Jensen Shogum, and Eric Sabrino, members of the French National Honor Society. And as they are standing, we would like to introduce at this time the members of the Russian National Honor Society. Kaylin Almeida, Aiden Chin, Michael Correa, Noah DeGrazia, Cameron Destrant, Derek Gilmet, Megan Kowaleski, Alana Langton, Cameron Morgan, Mila Rusilov, Olivia Rusiano, and James Swartz, members of the Russian National Honor Society. Our congratulations to all of you and your outstanding work in the languages. You may take a seat. And now for the members, senior members of Rho Kappa, our National Honor Society for History. The Rho Kappa National History Honor Society is an honor society for the recognition in excellence in history and social studies at Middleborough High School. The Honor Society is open to juniors and seniors who meet the membership requirement for entrance. Graduating senior members must have fulfilled 3 years of Middleborough High School requirements for social studies with a minimum of a 3.5 grade point average in those classes and complete 10 hours of community service in each year of membership. Moreover, active members must also have exhibited qualities of leadership, service, and citizenship both in their school and in the community as well as their partnership with the Middleborough Historical Association. Will the following members of Rho Kappa please stand and face your families, and they are identified by wearing a blue and white honor cord. Would the members of Rho Kappa please stand? Sophia Albert, Jillian Baldacini, Cameron Brady, Benjamin Bramwell, Ashley Cassidy, Aiden Chin, Michael Correa, Fiona Cowie, Liana Davidson, Noah DeGrazia, Cameron Destram, Emma Dufilly, Shauna Gallagher, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Shane Hathaway, Isabella Heitke, Holly Jacobson, Timothy Johnson, Arjane Jones, Megan Kowaleski, Alex Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kidston, Anna Langtree, Zachary Lowell, Josh Murphy, Riley Nemes, Caitlin O'Leary, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Megan Penny, Gianni Pereira Nunes, Stephen Pergalia, Carly Quill, Emma Regan, Allison Rideout, Michaela Robichaud, Alyssa Rollier, Olivia Rusiano, Hannah St. John, and Nora Williamson, the members of Rho Kappa. Congratulations. You may take a seat. To give recognition to the members of the National English Honor Society, the following members of the class of 2022 were inducted into the National English Honor Society. These special seniors are receiving and wearing a blue and gold cord to signify their membership in the English Honor Society. Members must have maintained a 3.0 in English and a 3.0 in general GPA, demonstrating an interest in reading and writing literature. Members are also required to complete community service hours in accordance with the National Charter. Would the following members of the class of 22 please stand, and as you face your families, for applause. The members of the National English Honor Society, please stand. Sophia Albert, Jillian Baldacini, Alexandria Burkett, Cameron Brady, Benjamin Bramwell, Aiden Chin, Fiona Cowie, Liana Davidson, Noah DeGrazia, Julie D'Amelia, Addison Enos, Shauna Gallagher, Isabella Generazzo, Ryan Green, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Samantha Hart, Isabella Heitke, Cassandra Helene, Arjane Jones, Megan Kowaleski, Alexandra Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kitson, Addison Latender, Zachary Lowell, Cameron Morgan, Julie Malloy, Riley Nemes, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Megan Penny, Stephen Pergalia, Carly Quill, Allison Rideout, Michaela Robichaud, Olivia Rusiano, Jensen Shogum, Jimmy Schwartz, Cami Tingall, and Nora Williamson, the members of the National English Honor Society. Congratulations to all of you. Our National Science Honor Society. The following members of the class of 2022 were inducted into the National Science Honor Society during their years here at the high school. This particular honor society encourages and recognizes scientific and intellectual thought, advances student knowledge of classical and modern science, facilitates communication with the scientific community, aids the civic community and with comprehension of science, and encourages students to participate in community service in the pursuit of scientific knowledge that benefits all humankind. Would the following members of the National Honor Society for Science from the class of 2022 please stand? Sophia Albert, Jillian Baldacini, Cameron Brady, Aiden Chin, Marissa Correa, Noah DeGrazia, Cameron Destram, Emma Dufilly, Shauna Gallagher, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Isabella Heitke, Rachel Kane, Alexandra Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kitson, Zachary Lowell, Cameron Morgan, Julie Malloy, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Hannah St. John, and Megan Taterzek. Please. Congratulations to all the members of the National Science Honor Society. And lastly, our Tri-M Music Honor Society. The following members of the class of 2022 had been selected for membership in the Tri-M Music Honor Society on the basis of musicianship, scholarship, character, leadership, and service to their school and community. Students who have been inducted into Tri-M Music Honor Society receive a pink cord that they will wear at graduation, and they're wearing them now. Will the following members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society please stand and face your families as well? Alexandria Burkett, Haley Bradley, Marissa Correa, Ryan Green, Jack Legendre, Robert McNaughton, Julie Malloy, Brendan Myers, Megan Penny, Mila Rusilov, Bryn Stevens, Jimmy Swartz, and Olivia Taylor, the members of Tri-M. And Cameron Morgan. Cameron, can you stand up, please? Cameron Morgan, everyone. Sorry about that, Cam. Congratulations to all the members of our honor societies for academics. And now, let's get to some of the awards that are on this table. Would Matt Gavush, Lillian Kirkpatrick, and Natalia Parkinson please join us in the center of the stage? These three seniors will graduate on Saturday as an AP Scholar. The AP Scholars Program celebrates students who have achieved notable commendation for their performance on their respective advanced placement exams during their tenure at the high school, and they've been identified by College Board as an AP Scholar. Tonight, Middleborough High School will celebrate and honor 3 members of the class of 2022 for achieving a qualifying score on at least 3 or more of their AP exams. This award does not include any exams that were taken during the 2022 examination period. All of those scores will be released in July. Our first one to step forward, please, is Matthew Gavush. Matthew, if you just want to stand up in the front for just a moment, and then you'll step back. Matthew attained qualifying scores in his work in AP English Language and Composition, AP Statistics, and AP United States History. Congratulations to you. Lillian Kirkpatrick, if you could step forward, please. Lillian, during her tenure, had attained qualifying scores in AP Chemistry, AP English Language and Composition, and AP Statistics. Congratulations to you, Lillian. And Natalia Parkinson, step forward. Natalia attained qualifying scores in AP Chemistry, AP English Language Composition, as well as AP Statistics. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Well done. And now, would the following students please join me on stage? Sophia Alpert, Jillian Baldacini, Cameron Brady, Aiden Chin, Marissa Correa, Noah DeGrazia, Cameron Destram, Emma Dufili, Philippe Filiatro, Shauna Gallagher, Hannah Gaza, Peter Godine, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Isabella Heidke, Shay Hilton, Megan Kowaleski, Alexandra Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kidston, Addison Latender, Tristan Lewis, Zachary Lowell, Riley Martin, Cameron Morgan, Michael Netlick, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Alec Roberts, Kelsey Silver, Eric Sabrino, and Logan Vernhagen. So the students that are up here, as our last ones come up to the stage, This is a special group that we want to recognize because this is the very first group of graduates to go through Middleborough High School with our partnership with Project Lead the Way. Our Project Lead the Way program is an innovative program that creates pathways of students starting in the ninth grade. We have 3 academic pathways through Project Lead the Way. It is biomedical science, engineering, and computer science. So the members of the senior class, we started in the 9th grade with this group, with these partnerships. Many of them are wearing red stoles that show the PLTW logo, as well as a certificate of completion of their individualized pathways, as well as these blue medals that they're being asked to wear at their graduation ceremonies on Saturday. A congratulations to all the members of our inaugural class of Project Lead the Way graduates. Congratulations to all of you. We'll get them all their medals and their certificates, and then we can do a group shot with Sean.
Just gonna do like 2 rows, guys, so if you're on the edge, come into the front.
Their certificates state that they are Project Lead the Way Scholar. In recognition of their successful completion of 3 or more Project Lead the Way high school courses in either biomedical science, computer science, or forensics. Congratulations to all of you on your achievements. The skills you have gained, you will serve you well in all of your future's endeavor. Project Lead the Way.
Guys, move in a little bit on that one. Here we go, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations. And now, as our seniors are making their way back to their seats, we'll transition into our student speaker for tonight, a member of the class of 2022 who will share her reflection on being a graduate or soon to be graduate of the class of 2022. Would you please give a warm welcome to our student speaker, Alexandria Burkett.
What do you want to be when you grow up? This is arguably the #1 question we've been asked throughout our academic careers. Personally, my answer has always had an equal chance of staying the same and being something completely new. I credit this to the fact that we've always lived in 2 worlds. The first is our world of fiction, the world of movies and of books. Some of the most memorable include Tangled, Narnia, and High School Musical, where we learned the lessons on the importance of independence, family, and music. We were asked the golden question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And we'd answer, princess, king, singer, wildcat. Alongside the movies, we started out reading with series such as The Hunger Games, Twilight, and an 8th grade favorite, Unwind, where we learned to fight for what's right, whatever you think Twilight could teach you, and the importance of finding oneself and learning to love oneself despite any potential flaws. The golden question was asked again and we might have answered archer, vampire, scientist. Well, it's magical being a student at Hogwarts, visiting Andy at Shawshank Prison, and being a hero next to Iron Man. I think we all much prefer our second world, the world of reality. This world also feels like the world of movies and of books. There's action, drama, lessons to be learned. The difference is that as soon as one movie ends, another begins. This has caused each of us to own our own personalized collection of real-life movies. In my collection, I have starred in a couple of sports movies. My favorites include Saving the Game Pending PKs in U12 or the bus ride home from the championship game my junior year. Freshman year, I was in a dog movie. That ended poorly. And I've been in plenty of coming-of-age movies, most of which weren't even my own. We've all been an extra, a side character, the best friend, the rival, and pretty often, we're the main characters in our own stories. The same stories that, under layers of detailed, messy, sometimes senseless plot, holds the same valuable lessons that we grew up learning from a screen or a piece of paper. Lessons that aren't always so clear at the moment. This could be due to another difference between reality and fiction, the inability to rewind, pause, or fast forward. Like it or not, the show must go on. We push through every anxiety, forget all of the bullies, and just live. The film doesn't stop rolling, the pages won't stop turning, there's no skipping an episode to see what happens next, and now another movie is coming to a close. We've lived through so many stories, chapters are constantly ending as new ones are beginning, life is constantly moving and always changing, and while we grew up under the impression that we've already learned the importance of independence, family, finding a good soundtrack, standing up for others, for yourself, accepting things for what they are, and loving who you become. To actually live and experience these lessons for yourself is where you truly learn the reality of them. You're not going to sincerely know what you want from life until you go out and learn how to live, and now's our chance. So next time someone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Tell them, who the hell knows? And then go live your story to learn these lessons for yourself. Let the chapter end on a cliffhanger, make a mistake, make 10 more, take a new road, go on 100 dates, get a tattoo, learn another language, meet someone new, move away, go off the grid for a month. There's another chapter, another book, another movie, another part of your story to come. And at the end of it all, when someone inevitably asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? You won't have to guess. You'll know.
Outstanding job, Alex. Well done. And at this time, would the following students please join us in the center of the stage? And you will stand there, and as we call your name, you'll step forward, so that way there we can have photos, and that way there that your families can see the awards that you're about to receive. At this time, we'd like to give a recognition to the following: Matthew Gavosh, Hannah St. John, Brady Strong, Natalia Parkinson, and Holly Jacobson. If you could please make your way to the front. Our 5 class officers today will be receiving their leadership medallions that they will be wearing at graduation. Would our president of the class of 2022 please step forward, Mr. Matthew Gavosh. Our vice president, Hannah St. John. The secretary for the class of 2022, Brady Strong. The treasurer for the class of 2022, Natalia Parkinson. And our member at large, Holly Jacobson. Wonderful. Congratulations and an outstanding job leading this class to the finish line. Well done. Thank you, everyone. And now, would Zachary Lowell, L. Doherty, Emma Kitson, Gianna Pasquale, Aiden Carey, Isabella Generazzo, Shay Hilton, Hannah St. John, and Carly Quill please join us again? The team standing up here represents the Student Council Executive Board. Receiving their leadership medallions, the President of the Student Council, Zachary Lowell. The Vice President of the Student Council, L. Doherty. The Secretary of the Student Council, Emma Kitson. And the Treasurer and the person who had probably more green fundraising forms than ever in history, your Treasurer, Gianna Pasquale. Our Publicity Coordinator, Aiden Carey. Our Event Coordinator, Isabella Generazzo. Our historian, Shay Hilton. Already receiving her leadership medallion, but it's important to recognize the outstanding service of Hannah St. John as the Regional Vice President for Student Council in Massachusetts. And lastly, Carly Quill, our Regional Webmaster for CMAS. A nice round of applause for all of our officers here. Thank you. And before we move forward, for all members of the Student Council, if you have served 4 years on the Student Council, if you can please make your way to the stage. If you've served 4 years on the Student Council, come on up to the stage, please. We should have enough. All of our members that are coming up to the stage are receiving their leadership medal for their graduation gowns as just a thank you to this unbelievable group of student leaders who came together 4 years ago to make a difference. And boy, did they. Congratulations. We'll make some rows here so we can get a group picture with Sean as you're coming up. As our members are leaving, would Aiden Carey, Madison Hancock, Holly Jacobson, Zach Lowell, Gianna Pasquale, Megan Penny, Carly Quill, and Hannah St. John please stay on stage? Aiden Carey, Madison Hancock, Holly Jacobson, Zachary Lowell, Gianna Pasquale, Megan Penny, Carly Quill, and Hannah St. John. Congratulations and thank you to all the members of STUCO. As we're transitioning, there are certain awards in leadership that we needed to present here tonight, which is why the members that you see here that are standing are still up on the stage. Would Madison Hancock please step forward? Madison, as a senior, has been a member of the Student Advisory Council, representing Middleborough High School at the regional and the state level of the State Student Advisory Council for the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Madison was a leader in numerous discussions regarding issues that are facing so many schools throughout Massachusetts. Many of these initiatives, which were student-generated, will be the voice at the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and also the State House in Boston. And we thank Madison for representing our school at many of those meetings over the last year. Congratulations and thank you for that. Would Carly Quill and Hannah St. John please step forward? Hannah and Carly have served together on the regional board for the Regional Student Council known as the Southeastern Massachusetts Association of Student Councils. They were both very influential in their work and leadership as they were elected in the spring of 2021, and they guided the region for all of their leadership work over the past year. Hannah served as the vice president of the region, and Carly represented the region as the webmaster, officially communicating with all of the initiatives throughout the year. Carly and Hannah, thank you so much for representing our school at the regional level and demonstrating what true leadership is. Congrats. It's important to give recognition to a young man. Zach Lowell, if you can please step forward. We give recognition to Zach Lowell, and in full disclosure, the award that he was receiving did not come in, so it's still on its way. But we're going to give recognition now. Every year that we have a member of our school community who's involved in State Student Government Day at the State House. And Zach Lowell was the representative from the class of 2022 who represented Middleborough High School at the State Student Government Day. He basically served at the State House and worked with state senators and representatives and debated issues that the state put forward. And Zach did a fabulous job of representing Middleborough High School at that yearly event. Congratulations, Zach, and thank you. Would Aiden Carey, Holly Jacobson, and Gianna Pasquale please step forward? Aiden, Holly, and Gianna have been selected as 3 student leaders from Middleborough High School from the Massachusetts Association of Student Councils in conjunction with the Middleborough High School is proud to present the MASC Commonwealth Awards. These prestigious awards are given to 3 seniors who epitomize what it means to be a student leader and have the extreme spirit for their school. On behalf of the entire Middleborough High School community, as well as the Student Council, we thank you and congratulate you for the hard work in making a difference. Congratulations. And would Megan Penny please step forward? Every year, every school in the state of Massachusetts has the opportunity to select one student from their school who really demonstrates what it means to be a student leader. And Middleborough High School selected Megan Penny for that. The Massachusetts Association of Student Councils is a very special award to a deserving leader from every single school in our state. The MASC Unsung Hero Award recognizes a leader who serves their school unconditionally and gives time, energy, dedication, and compassion to the good work of a school. Megan Penny truly represents the very best of what student council and leadership is, and this award is special to the remarkable woman and leader. On behalf of the Massachusetts Association of Student Councils, as well as our own Student Council, it is with great honor to present the 2022 MASC Unsung Hero Award to Megan Penny. Congratulations, and thank all of you for your hard work this year. And at this time, I would like to introduce to the podium to continue as we begin with the athletic awards, the athletic director for Middleborough Public Schools, Mr. Ryan Sylvia.
Thank you, Mr. Brannigan. So first off, I just want to say being a student athlete is a huge commitment, as you all know. And we have 104 senior members of this class that attained varsity status as a student athlete. And even as a sub-varsity student athlete, that's a big commitment, but you all earn the right to represent your school, yourself, your family, your team as a varsity member. Some of you are all-stars, even a few state champions in here, and some of you just had a different role on your team. But there was a kind of informal tradition for many years where our seniors would attach their varsity M that they earned to their cap and gown. And I went to Mr. Brannigan this past year and I said, let's formalize that and make sure everybody, because not everybody was, sometimes they got lost or they didn't have it and things like that. So this year, we really formalized that, and all of our varsity letter winners in this senior class are wearing a bronze medal with a orange and white stripe, in which they can attach all of their emblems for their sport emblems and their bars for the number of years they lettered to those ribbons. And so at this time, I just want all of you in your seats who attain that varsity status to stand and be recognized. All right, you guys can be seated. Year in and year out, Middleborough is a well-respected member of the South Shore League, and we have attained some league championships over the course of your 4 years, and all of you are a huge part of maintaining that tradition of excellence. So, congratulations on that as well. So first up is I'd like to call up to the center of the stage Alexis Boldry and Matt Gavush. Each year, the Middleborough Athletic Department and the South Shore League, the 10 schools within the South Shore League, select, and the coaches within these departments, select a male and female scholar-athlete recipient. Each selection represents the highest ideals of sportsmanship and competition in multiple sports while maintaining academic excellence and a rigorous course load. The 2022 winner of the Middleborough High School Male Scholar Athlete Award is Matt Gavush. Matt has excelled in football and track over his 4-year career and will attend Georgia Tech in the fall to study engineering. Congrats, Matt. And the 2022 female recipient of the Middleborough High School Scholar Athlete Award is Alexis Boldry. Lexi competed in volleyball, basketball, track, and softball over her 4-year career and will attend Westfield State University in the fall and study physical education. Congratulations, Matt and Lexi. Next, I'd like to call up Shauna Gallagher. Each year, our major athletic awards are selected and voted on by our head coaches and also other members of our athletic department. And the 2022 recipient of the MHS Most Outstanding Female Athlete Award is Shauna Gallagher. Shauna competed in soccer, basketball, and track all 4 seasons, totaling 12 sports seasons, and Shauna was selected as a captain in all of her sports and has been selected as a South Shore League All-Star and Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, and Shauna will attend the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, to study nursing. Congratulations. And unfortunately, unless he's back already, Michael Knightlick could not be here, but I do want to say a few words about Mike. He is our 2022 recipient of the MHS Most Outstanding Male Athlete Award. Mike excelled mainly in track and field, but also participated in football and actually excelled in cross country as well. Mike was named team captain, a South Shore League All-Star, a Brockton Enterprise All-Scholastic, an MIAA state champion, a national qualifier, and a school record holder, mainly all of these in track and field and cross country. Mike will attend Bridgewater State University and majoring in exercise science in the fall. And the reason Mike's not here is because he's running at Westfield right now in the all-state track meet. Congratulations, Mike. Next, I'd like to call up Noah DeGrazia and Mallory McKenna. This next award is also an award that's voted on and selected by the coaches and members of the athletic department. And this is the Edward R. McQuiggan Memorial Sportsmanship Award. This is chosen annually to represent a male and female student athlete who most symbolizes the spirit and sportsmanship of a Middleborough athlete during interscholastic competitions. These two were unanimous selections by their coaches. Congratulations, Noah and Mallory. Next, I'd like to call up Duncan Youngclaws. Same as the other awards voted by our coaches and athletic department staff is the James Braga Memorial Award. The Jim Braga Memorial Award is named after a former teacher and coach at Middleborough High School. Coach Braga was a spirited sachem who, as a coach, led the boys' soccer team to the state finals in 2003. This year's deserving recipient represents the ideals that Coach Braga would have expected. He was a fierce competitor that excelled in soccer, hockey, and lacrosse and was an all-star in all three sports. Duncan Youngclaws, congratulations. Next person I'd like to call up is Logan Verhagen. Logan actually already received this award back in the fall, but each year one football player from 17 area schools is honored for their contributions to football in their community. The Otto Graham Award ceremony is named after former Cleveland Browns quarterback and held annually at Greater New Bedford Vocational Technical High School. And this year, Logan Verhagen represented Middleborough. Congratulations, Logan. Next is the Dave Cowens Basketball Award, and I'd like to call up Riley Griffin and Gianni Perea. Similar to the Otto Graham Award, each year one boy and one girl from 17 area schools is honored for their contributions to basketball in their community. The 2022 Dave Cowens Award ceremony was named after the former Boston Celtics great and was held at New Bedford Vocational this past year. Our two recipients and representatives from Middleborough this year were Gianni Perea and Riley Griffin. Congratulations. Next is the Tracy Gosson Majorette Award for the Senior Majorette. I'd like to call up Larissa Vieira. Tracy Gosson was a longtime Hall of Fame coach for the Middleborough Sachems Majorette team. She led the program to multiple New England Majorette Association championships and was selected by her coaches as this year's recipient of the Tracy Gosson Majorette Award. Congratulations, Larissa. And we do have a few more athletic awards that we're going to get to later in the program, but at this time, I'd just like to call back Mr. Brannigan.
Thank you, Mr. Sylvia. Would Leanna Davidson and Elle Doherty please join us in the center of the stage? It's with great pleasure to award Elle and Leanna with the Yearbook Award. The Middleborough High School class of 1951 titled the yearbook Timuron, stating, "Progress is the shadow of time, but time can pass without progress. Time can pass without progress. The progress we make in school is the shadow of time spent." The insight from the class of 1951 is still true today. Time marches on, the Timuron. This year, 2 incredibly talented students served as the editors of the yearbook. They worked throughout the year to ensure that the Timuron captured the essence of our school and, most importantly, the class of 2022. They created a lasting memory, and we thank them for adding this class to our yearbook history in our archives. It was a great pleasure to thank and to just, if you have not seen this yearbook, it is outstanding. So congratulations to Leanna Davidson and Elle Doherty. And it's important to thank, as they have in their picture, Mrs. Sharon Sangalier and Mr. Norman Reynolds, who are the yearbook advisors. So congratulations and thank you to the both of you. And at this time, we have a really special part of our ceremony this evening. As each year, our yearbook editors make a decision of whether or not to have the yearbook be dedicated to individuals within our school community. And this year, there are 2 members of the MHS community who have been identified as the dedication for the 2022 Timuron. Mr. David D. Felice, history teacher, who will be retiring at the end of the year. And of course, our superintendent of schools, Mr. Brian Lynch, also who will retire at the end of this school year. And at this time, I would like to have one of our editors who will do the dedication of the yearbook to the superintendent of schools, Mr. Brian Lynch.
It was July 1st, 2015, when Mr. Brian Lynch began his final phase of leadership as the superintendent of Middleborough Public Schools. He was beyond proud to follow in the footsteps of his beloved father, Dr. Lincoln D. Lynch. During the past 7 years, it goes without saying that Mr. Brian Lynch has served the Middleborough School District with distinction and honor. Mr. Lynch is very well respected by many, and his community connections have always been a great asset to his leadership. As a Middleborough resident, Mr. Lynch understood the dynamics of this town and worked in collaboration and respect with all departments within Middleborough. As a superintendent, Mr. Brian Lynch brought a love of community, leadership, and commitment to supporting all students. Mr. Lynch always spoke about Middleborough with pride and respect, and his actions resembled the kind of leadership he demonstrated each day. Mr. Lynch came to Middleborough with several years of educational leadership experience as a school administrator from preschool to middle school. He led George Mitchell Elementary School in Bridgewater with a beginning population of 1,200 students, pre-K to 3rd grade from 2008 to 2015. Prior to this appointment, he was the headmaster of the North House under the direction of Dr. Costa, who was principal at the time. Although a 6-foot-plus gentleman, the students always loved to see Mr. Lynch, and he loved talking to them about their goals and aspirations, even after they graduated. There were many years where he would volunteer to dress up as Santa to support the PTA. Mr. Lynch has always left his mark at each school he served, and his imprint on Middleborough has been nothing but positive. As he closes out his years as the superintendent of Middleborough Public Schools, he has certainly made his parents, family, and community proud. As Mr. Lynch retires, it is only fitting that he closes his educational leadership career within the Middleborough Public School District. Mr. Lynch's presence in Middleborough Public Schools will be greatly missed. Thank you, Mr. Brian Lynch, for serving Middleborough with dedication, dignity, and pride.
I don't have a lot of words now, but I'm honored. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lynch, thank you for everything you've done for Middleborough Public Schools. And at this time, I'd like to invite the co-editor, the other editor for the Timuron, Miss Leanna Davidson. And if Mr. DeFelice could please join us on stage.
Mr. David DeFelice began his teaching and coaching career at Middleborough High School in the fall of 1999 as a history and social science teacher. Prior to teaching at Middleborough High School, Mr. DeFelice enjoyed a career in both politics and the classroom. Mr. DeFelice served as a successful mayoral campaign manager in Bridgeport, Connecticut, followed by an impressive career as a classroom teacher into the 1990s prior to joining Middleborough High School in the fall of 1999. During his time here at Middleborough High School, Mr. DeFelice taught many different history and social science courses, including United States Histories 1 and 2, Civics and Government, and America in the 1960s, just to name a few. Mr. DeFelice served as the head coach of the varsity football and girls tennis teams, and as the advisor for the American Legion Oracle contest, where Mr. DeFelice led students each year as they developed a deeper knowledge and overall appreciation for the U.S. Constitution. As a daily practice, Mr. DeFelice remained a wonderfully composed, friendly, and helpful person who immediately made himself available each school day to help in any way possible with the students he taught, the athletes he coached, and the colleagues that he collaborated with daily. Mr. DeFelice communicated his love of teaching and learning history, social science, and politics daily, to which students reacted very positively. Mr. DeFelice always challenged every student on his roster academically while impressing the importance of critical thought while delving into the numerous complex topics and issues with the history and social science curriculum and beyond. The past and present students and staff thank Mr. DeFelice for his 23 years of teaching, coaching, leadership, and dedication to Middleborough High School, and for always bringing his best self forward on a daily basis. Thank you for your years of dedicated service and leadership in the classroom and beyond, Mr. DeFelice. You truly made a difference in the lives of so many throughout the years. Best of luck with all that you do in the future, and we hope that you enjoy your retirement.
Thank you very much, Leanna and Elle and Sharon Sangler and Norm Reynolds for this incredible honor. I'm deeply touched. I can't believe that Elle and Leanna kept this from me. They're both my tennis players, and they kept it a secret all this time. I give you a lot of credit for that. But very quickly, I just want to say, can't believe 23 years have gone by so fast. And I consider myself incredibly blessed to have spent those 23 years here with you students and this faculty here. And so I just want to say thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You're an amazing class. Middleborough was very lucky to have such wonderful, amazing, talented kids come walking through these doors and grace us with your academic excellence and athletic prowess and all those other great attributes that you brought. So farewell, Middleborough. I will miss you all, and I love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. DeFelice, and we wish you well, and thank you for everything you've done for the high school. At this time, I'd like to turn over to Mr. Dysel to continue with the award presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Would Jack Legendre and Jensen Shogum please join me on the stage for the Foreign Language Awards? In the words of Miss Bridget Redpath, I am proud to award this year's French Book Award to Jensen Shogum. To pull a page from Michael Scott's playbook, the dictionary defines superlative as being of the highest kind, quality, or order, surpassing all else or others, supreme. I define it as Jensen Shogum. In language acquisition, oh yeah, go ahead. In language acquisition skill, accent, passion, dedication, and enthusiasm for the content and the course, he is of the highest kind, quality, and order, not to mention he's pretty great intern. Thanks for all the hard work and helping me teach French this year. Your arts and craft skills are stellar, and no one submits copies like you. His goal of someday becoming a French teacher himself is heartwarming and noble, and nothing in the world would make me happier to see him go on to make a difference in the lives of future generations. I'm so happy every day that he stuck with me through virtual classes, remote learning, and testing out new curriculum. He will forever be one of my favorite students of all time. Jensen, you have worked so hard to get to the top, and I hope you take a second to enjoy the view. Congratulations, Jensen, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in college, abroad, and in everything that you do. This year's Spanish Book Award goes to Jack Legendre. Miss Lane wrote, "When asked to choose a Spanish 4 student to receive the annual book award, my mind immediately went to Jack. Jack is one of the kindest, brightest, and most delightful students I've ever been lucky enough to teach. He is reliable, always in attendance at our Honor Society meetings, and he is an absolute rock star in the classroom. Jack asks nuanced grammatical questions that are beyond the most students are even beginning to grasp, and I can say without shame that if he were to pursue a degree in Spanish, he would likely surpass my knowledge and understanding of the language. Additionally, Jack's appreciation for languages and linguistics stands out. He is always intrigued rather than frustrated by the ways that Spanish and English differ, which is something I appreciate and admire. With all of this being said, I will most remember Jack for his graciousness, always greeting me at the start of class and being sure to say goodbye on his way out the door. He's a stand-up guy, and I consider myself lucky to have taught him. Congratulations, Jack." And please note, our Russian Award recipient will receive their award on Saturday at graduation. At this time, would Madison Hancock please come to the stage for the presentation of the Society of Women Engineers Highest Honor Award. The Society of Women Engineers is a nonprofit educational service organization dedicated to making known the need for women engineers and encouraging young women to consider an engineering education. The organization's 4 objectives are as relevant today as they were more than 50 years ago: to inform young women, their parents, counselors, and the general public of the qualifications and achievements of women engineers and the opportunities open to them; to assist women engineers in readying themselves for a return to active work after temporary retirement; to serve as a center of information on women in engineering, and to encourage women engineers to attain high levels of educational and professional achievement. The Certificate of Merit Award honors high school women with outstanding achievement in STEM courses, providing them with recognition and encouragement to pursue careers in STEM fields. Award recipients must be young women who have completed 3 years of science and mathematics with distinction, and they must be active citizens of the school and/or community. This year's recipient is Madison Hancock. Congratulations. Would the following members of Speech and Theater Workshop please join us on the stage for the presentation of Speech and Theater Workshop Awards? Marissa Correa, Corinne Donez, Christina Dye, Derek Gilmet, Jack Legendre, Daniel Mokler, Brendan Myers, Pollyann Paulin, Mila Rasulov, Bryn Stevens, and Larissa Vieira. Speech and Theater Workshop is the co-curricular theater program at Middleborough High School. STW produces 3 main stage shows, various coffee houses, after-school workshops, and field trips each year. In spite of adjustments needed due to COVID, our program and the students involved worked very hard and made the best of a very difficult year. Speech and Theater Workshop is dependent on committed leadership to guide the student members of SCW's annual events such as main stage productions, festival participation, coffee houses, and fundraisers. These two leaders that I'm about to announce gave their all to the organization and provided positive and supportive role models throughout the year. This year, STW was fortunate to have positive, enthusiastic, and dedicated officers to lead the way for the underclassmen. Behind the scenes, managing our technical needs were Mila Rasulov, who served as the company manager, and Bryn Stevens, who served as the artistic director. Thank you for all of your dedication. Further, would Marissa Correa please step forward? Speech and Theater's Unsung Hero Award is presented to a student who goes above and beyond in their contribution to the success of all aspects of the program's events. The person often worked on the stage as well as behind the scenes, jumping in whatever needed without looking for any glory or accolades, and always with a smile on their face. Thank you for the positive energy and commitment to STW. Thank you, Marissa, for everything. Yep. Quick pick. Thank you and congratulations. Would Devin Costello please join me on the stage? Let's hear it one more time for Devin. The Ames program would like to recognize Devin Costello for his achievements in the Work Placement Award. During Devin Costello's years at Middleborough High School, he has demonstrated qualities of a strong sachem in many ways. He has worked hard at various job sites within the community, always giving his best efforts to accomplish the tasks needed. Devin is always courteous, engaging, and high energy. His work ethic was a model for his peers. Congratulations to Devin on all his hard work and achievement. Would Derek Gilmet, Julie Malloy, and Larissa Vieira please join me on the stage for the Video Technology Awards? The Video Technology Award is presented to a senior or seniors who have demonstrated excellence in video and media production. This year's recipients are Derek, Julie, and Larissa. Derek Gilmet has excelled in television production. Derek has been an invaluable resource for Middleborough Educational Television, or MET, participating in countless sports events and community, malfunction. Participating in countless sports events and school committee meetings over the past 4 years. His hard work has paid off, earning 2 New England Student Production Award nominations this year for his best high school newscast and live sporting event coverage. This year, Derek did an outstanding job single-handedly editing the MASC Spring Conference video. Derek will be pursuing digital filmmaking at Lesley University in the fall. Congratulations. Julie Malloy is one of a kind. Last fall, Julie learned all aspects of producing our flagship show, the MET News, in the state-of-the-art studio. Julie earned 2 New England Student Production Awards nominations, one for her work on Met News. In the spring semester, Julie interned at MET, where she applied her knowledge to direct several episodes of MET News. She is kind, organized, and generous with her time helping others. Congratulations, Julie. And Larissa Vieira has a passion for filmmaking. She is a gifted screenwriter and director, producing several short films this year. Her short file, First Day Back, is nominated for 4 New England Student Production Awards, including Best Director, Writer, and Photographer. Larissa will be taking her talents to Mass Art, where she will major in filmmaking. Congratulations to you all. For the Mark S. Mobley Excellence in Computer Science Award, would Philippe Filiatro please join me on the stage? The Mark S. Mobley Award is given to the student who has displayed excellence in computer science and technology. Mark Mobley was the beloved former district network manager who dedicated 25 years providing technology support to the Middleborough Public Schools. Mark's technical knowledge and analytical skills helped keep the district's network and computer systems up and running. Philippe has completed 5 computer technology classes, which includes AP Computer Science Principles, Honors, Cybersecurity, and Computer Science Principles. Philippe has earned an A+ in every technology course he completed, as well as receiving a perfect 600 out of 600 score on his last project, Lead the Way exam. Next year, Philippe will attend the University of Toronto to pursue a career in computer science. Like Mark Mobley, Philippe strives to work directly with the computer technology industry. Congratulations. For the Visual Arts Award, would Christina Dye please join me on the stage? Christina Dye is a talented young artist who has a unique style and approach. She approaches her work with discipline and thoughtfulness that goes beyond the capabilities of typical high school students. She is able to grow and learn from every piece of art that she creates and not get frustrated when assignments don't go as planned. That's perfect. Yes. She is unflappable. It's her willingness to learn, as well as her determination, that have enabled her to excel in visual art and design program here at MHS. She is the epitome of a true artist, with her creativity and technical skills producing thoughtful and intriguing pieces of artwork that engage the viewer. Christina also uses her abilities to support the performing arts, both theater and band, with her artistic insight. Christina's talents earned her 2 Gold Key Awards from the Regional Scholastic Art and Writing Awards this year. Christina's talents will allow her to succeed in any aspect of art and design that she chooses. Congratulations. For the John Philip Sousa Band Award, would Bryn Stevens please join us on the stage? The John Philip Sousa Band Award is the pinnacle of achievement for high school band students. Created in 1955, the award honors the top student in a high school band and recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. As a member of the band program since the 5th grade, Bryn demonstrated excellence in all aspects of being a musician. She served as a section leader for the past 2 years, mentored the members of the clarinet section to assist them in their musical development, performed numerous solos in performances, and was a reliable and enthusiastic leader in the ensemble. Bryn's contributions to the MHS band have been tremendous, and it's with great enthusiasm that we present this award to her tonight. Congratulations, Bryn. For the National School Choral Award, would Marissa Correa please join us on the stage? The National School Choral Award honors the hard work and dedication of an individual who has excelled in personal growth as a vocalist and contributed directly towards the betterment of the choral ensembles. Over the past 3 years, Marissa has always shown a strong level of dedication and commitment to the choral program here at MHS. As a returning member of the concert choir, Marissa has excelled in her contributions to both the ensemble as well as the entire choral program. Always leading by example, Marissa's dedication and determination has been recognized by both peers and faculty alike, as seen through the earned and elected position of concert choir president. We are proud of how Marissa acted as a unifying force in our music department through some challenging years. So congratulations to Marissa. For the National School Orchestra Award, would Megan Penny please join us on the stage? The National School Orchestra Award is the pinnacle of achievement for high school orchestra students. The award recognizes excellence in playing and contributions to the ensemble. It honors outstanding dedication and a high level of musicianship. Megan was an outstanding member of the orchestra when she played the violin and is a capable leader during her 4 years. She was an excellent role model for her peers, mentor for young students, and was always willing to go above and beyond for the good of the group. Her ability to play her instrument, coupled with her hard work and perseverance, demonstrated her maturity as a leader and musician. It is my pleasure to present the National School Orchestra Award to Megan Penny. Would Alexandria Burkett and James Swartz join me on the stage for the Band Directors Award? The Band Directors Award for Outstanding Contributions to the Band is presented to a student or students who went above and beyond to help make the band successful. Jimmy and Alex are two of the most outstanding musicians and hardest workers the MHS band has. Both students worked hard to learn their parts, perform them with excellence, and lead their sections by mentoring the students. Jimmy performed numerous percussion solos, and Alex served as the drum major of the band during her junior and senior year. Their dedication to the band is a model for all future band leaders. Both of these students made outstanding contributions to the band program, and we are proud to present the Band Directors Award for Outstanding Contributions to Alex and Jimmy. Congratulations. For the Choir Directors Award for Outstanding Contributions, would Isabella Generazzo please join me on the stage? The Directors Award for Outstanding Contributions in Chorus is presented to a senior student who went above and beyond to help make the choral ensemble successful. This year's recipient is Isabella Generazzo. Every so often, there are situations where members of our music department were unable to continue taking band, orchestra, or chorus. Among these students are those who have actively remained connected with the department and continue to represent the qualities that we value here at MHS. Though Bella was unable to participate in concert choir during her final year, her continued representation of our department could be seen at events such as performing the national anthem at several home games. Combined with her previous years of ensemble commitment and contributions, it gives me great pleasure to award Bella for her hard work, especially outside the classroom. Congratulations. For the Harvey F. Brooks Jr. School to Career Award, would the following students please join us on the stage? Benjamin Bramwell, Addison Enos, Mallory McKenna, Cameron Morgan, and Gianna Pasquale. The Harvey F. Brooks Jr. School to Career Award is given to students who have done an exceptional job on their senior internships, going above and beyond the expectations of the school and their site supervisors. These students have taken responsibility for developing their own personal and professional growth and represented Middleborough High School in our community with pride in their work. Benjamin Bramwell was an intern with the Stewart and Dube law firm in Middleborough. Addison Enos was an intern with Bay State Physical Therapy. Mallory McKenna was an intern with the Old Colony YMCA for athletic training. Cameron Morgan was an intern with Renan Design Group Engineering, and Gianna Pasquale was an intern with the Occupational Therapy Group at the Mary Kay Good School in Middleborough. Congratulations to you all. For the Middleborough High School Community Service Award, would the following students please join me on the stage? Corinne Donez, Shauna Gallagher, Matthew Gavush, Madison Hancock, Brendan Myers, Gianna Pasquale, and James Swartz. In line with Middleborough High School's social and civic expectations, all graduates must serve 24 hours of documented and approved community service hours to meet the community service graduation requirement. While all combined, the entire class logged the impressive sum of 10,670 hours serving their community. Yes. The following students have completed more than 100 hours of community service and have earned special recognition for going above and beyond the requirements of community service work. Congratulations to you all for that impressive feat. At this time, I would like to recall Mr. Brannigan to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Deisel. Just get to my page. Would Connor Moran please join us on stage? It is with great pleasure to present the Phoenix Award to Connor Moran. The Phoenix Award is presented annually to a graduating student from the Futures Program who has shown tremendous growth from the time that he entered the program up to the time of graduation. The student that is this year's graduating class of 2022 recipient of the Phoenix Award is Connor Moran. Connor joined the Futures Program in his senior year to help support the completion of his senior year of high school. School was not always easy experience for Connor, and he experienced various challenges both academically, socially, and behaviorally. We are so proud of Connor and the wonderful progress he has made with us here in the Futures Program. Connor has found the program to be very accommodating for him to succeed, not only in his academics, but attendance and work production. Connor came to school every day and was always prepared for class. His participation in class was always productive and always polite and respectful towards staff. Connor has excelled in his academics and work study in his senior year, as well as successfully completing all of the course recovery work he needed to complete in order to achieve the credits needed to graduate. This is no easy task by any means, yet Connor set it right from the beginning of the year. Connor is a wonderful representation of the goals of the staff of the Futures Program for each student who grows within the program. The goals of the program are to facilitate and guide students struggling with various issues that impact their academic success, as well as to help students find pride, confidence, and a sense of achievement as they earn their high school diploma. Connor has been able to accomplish these goals along with some personal goals that he's achieved outside of the program on his own. Connor has maintained a job and achieved a perfect attendance in completing his school studies. Connor, on behalf of the entire Futures program, we are so proud of the accomplishments and being able to help you towards furthering those accomplishments. Please know that even though you're graduating and leaving Middleborough High School, that the entire staff in the Futures program will always be there to support you in your transitions in the near future. Connor, congratulations to you. Would Olivia Cicchetti please join us on stage?
Olivia Cicchetti, come on up.
Olivia tonight is receiving the Fire Science Jake Award. The Fire Science is about teamwork, dedication, commitment, and putting your heart into the job. The term Jake is used by firefighters to compliment or praise a firefighter who consistently demonstrates those qualities that make them good firefighters. To be referred to as a good Jake by other firefighters is a recognition of their effort that one puts forth in their life as a firefighter, and it is the ultimate of compliment. Each year, the instructors and the students of the Fire Science program choose an individual who consistently demonstrates the qualities to be called a good Jake. On behalf of the entire Middleborough Fire Department, we're pleased to present Olivia with the 2022 Jake Award. Congratulations to you. And now for the Excellence in Psychology Award, would Emma Kitson please join us on stage? This year, the History and Social Science Department is proud to present Emma with the Excellence in Psychology Award, which is each year presented to the member of the senior class who has excelled and showed great passion in their advanced placement psychology coursework. Emma has proven to be a huge asset to the class. Her interest and enthusiasm for the subjects are infectious, and the entire group has benefited from her enrollment in the course. Her maturity and professionalism within the classroom are rare for a student of her age. Emma would often relate units back to real-life situations and went well beyond to continue her studies in the subject. Emma continued to prove her knowledge and ability within the classroom by maintaining an A average throughout the entire year and consistently remained at the top of her class. We are excited to present this award to her and know that she will be heading off to Pace University in the fall to continue her study of psychology. Congratulations to you, Emma. At this time, we want to give recognition to 13 members of the senior class who qualified to be the recipients of the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship, which is a scholarship that comes from the MCAS test each year to graduating seniors. As you know, for the class of 2022, that because of the COVID pandemic, that the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education had modified the competency determination requirements for the class of 22. So that we have a team of seniors that opted to take the state MCAS test in order to apply to be a John and Abigail Adams Scholar. Would the following two students please stand as your name is called, as they have received a full tuition scholarship to any state university or the UMass system in Massachusetts. Would Zach Bergeron please stand, Alexandria Burkett, Carly Briggs, Marissa Correa, Liana Davidson, Noah DeGrazia, Shauna Gallagher, Samantha Hart, Cassie Helene, Jade Hogan, Gianna Pasquale, Kelsey Silva, and Olivia Taylor. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. We're just dropping stuff all over the place tonight, aren't we? Senior who is eligible and has applied for what is called the Koplik Scholarship. We confirmed with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education that the student is still eligible, and that it is with great pleasure to share that the Koplik Scholarship, and we're waiting for confirmation, but it's important to recognize her. If Shauna Gallagher would please stand. Congratulations. Our next award is going out to a tremendous amount of people here, so we're going to need to do this in a different way. We're going to call groups of you up so that we can have pictures done, and so that way there we don't have a massive crowd on the stage and then have not really a nice picture for everyone to share. This award is the President's Award for Educational Excellence, which is an opportunity for every school in the United States to apply for seniors who have shown unbelievable academic excellence, and that the following seniors who have been identified as the President's Award for Education Excellence. We're going to start with a group, and we'll bring up the next. Would Sophia Albert, Ashley Baker, Jillian Baldacini, all of you please come onto the stage. Jamie Bassett, Zachary Bergeron, Alexandria Burkett, Alexis Bouldry, Cameron Brady, Benjamin Bramwell, Carly Briggs, Alexis Karamenika, Aiden Carey, Ashley Cassidy, Aiden Shin, Nicholas Coe, Marissa Correa, Fiona Cowie, please, to the stage. Congratulations to all of to the first wave of our presidential award winners. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Would the next group of students please kindly join us on stage? Brandon D. Antonio, Leona Davidson, Noah DeGrazia, Julie D'Amelia, Emma DeCiccio, Cameron Destram, Elle Doherty, Corinne Donez, Emma Dufilli, Christina Dye, Addison Enos, Philippe Filiatro, Shauna Gallagher, Isabella Generazzo, Ryan Green, Derek Gilmet, and Matthew Gavush. Oh, you're never ready. Congratulations, everyone. And would the following students please now join us on stage? Madison Hancock, Samantha Hart, Emma Healy, Isabella Heike, Cassandra Helene, Shay Hilton, Timothy Johnson, Arjane Jones, Rachel Kane, Megan Kowaleski, Alexandra Kirkpatrick, Lillian Kirkpatrick, Emma Kidston, Alana Langton, Anna Langtree, Jack Legendre, Addison Latender, and Zachary Lowell, please. Congratulations to all of our recipients. Well done. Would Riley Martin, Mallory McKenna, Robert McNaughton, Jalen Moore, Cameron Morgan, Julie Malloy, Josh Murphy, Riley Nemes, Donna Nunes, Caitlin O'Leary, Natalia Parkinson, Gianna Pasquale, Olivia Pasquarello, Megan Penny, Gianni Pereira, Nunes, Roman Pergalia, and Stephen Pergalia. Please join us on stage. Congratulations to all our recipients. Sean's taking a photo. Thank you, everyone. And our final group, to please, if you could join us on stage. Carly Quill, Sophia Ramos, Mila Rusilov, Daniel Reed, Emma Regan, Allison Rideout, Michaela Robichaud, Julia Rubini, Olivia Rusiano, Olivia Sacchetti, Jensen Shogum, Ryan Segrin, Eric Sabrino, Kaylee St. Clair, Bryn Stevens, Jimmy Schwartz, Cameron Tingall, Jenny Trainer, Mackenzie West, Nora Williamson, Broden Youngclaws, and Derek Zakrowski. And if this group could just stay here for just 1 second, and if the other recipients, if you could just stand up for just one moment, please. Just something I want to read to you. When you qualify for these awards, there's a message that we're asked to share. Congratulations on receiving the 2022 President's Education Award. Young leaders like you are why the First Lady and I are more optimistic about the untrue ever than ever before. This award is a testament to your hard work, tenacity, perseverance, and especially during these difficult times. You have shown your family, your friends, your school, and your community what you can accomplish, and you should be very proud. You are part of the most gifted and talented generation in our history, and the world is going to need you. Keep studying hard and remember to always lead by example. I'm very confident that you will translate your talents into the greater opportunities, happiness, and prosperity to yourself, our nation, and the world. Our future is bright. Congratulations to you from the President of the United States, Joseph Biden. Congrats. Would Corinne Donez, Holly Jacobson, Shay Hilton, and Brady Strong please join us on stage? It is with great pleasure to present the Class of 2022 Spirit and Service Awards. Each year, this award is presented to 4 members of the Class of 2022 who have demonstrated a clear commitment to serve not only their class, but also the school and greater community. They epitomize the cooperative working relationship that any school needs to move forward and to develop a higher level of morale and spirit. The 4 students who you see up here today are leaders in all facets of our school community who have given their time, their energy, and their commitment to make the school around them and the community around them better. It is with great pleasure to present Corinne, Holly, Shay, and Brady with this very special award that is given each year to 4 seniors. They now will take their time in history as the recipients of the Middleborough High School Spirit and Service Awards. Congratulations to the 4 of you. This time, if Mr. Sylvia could join us at the presentation table. And Corinne, if you want to stay on stage, please. With Leanna Davidson, Elle Doherty, Corinne Donez, Alexandra Kirkpatrick, Robbie McNaughton, and Cami Tingal, if you could all please join us on stage. Mr. Sylvia and I have the great pleasure to present the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association Pillar Awards. Each year, the MIAA charges all athletic directors and principals to identify students in their school who epitomize the pillars of the MIAA. And now it is with great pleasure to present each pillar to the graduates that are here on stage. Our first, if you could step forward, please, is Leanna Davidson. Leanna, tonight you are receiving the Wellness Award as the first pillar for making healthy life choices and outstanding contributions to the school community. On behalf of the Middleborough High School community and the MIAA, you're presented with one of the pillars. Would Elle Doherty please step forward? The pillar that Elle is receiving tonight is the Coaches Education Award for teaching the core values of educational athletics and outstanding contributions to the school community during your seasons of play. Congratulations, and we are excited to present to you one of the pillars. Would Alexandra Kirkpatrick please step forward? Allie is receiving the Pillar of Certificate of Appreciation Award in the recognition of her service as an MIAA student ambassador during the 2021-2022 school year. That student voice is so important. We're excited to present you a pillar. Would Robbie McNaughton please step forward? Robbie, you are receiving the Leadership Award for utilizing the power of positive influence as a role model and outstanding contributions to the school community. We're excited to present to you one of the pillars. And lastly, to Cami Tingal, if you could step forward, please. Cami is receiving tonight the Pillar of Sportsmanship for demonstrated respect to others and also her outstanding contributions to the school. Cami, we're honored to present to you a pillar as well. And Corinne Donas. Corinne receives the final pillar for community service, and it's just so fitting. For all of the work she has done in service in making the world around her better, it is with great excitement to present to you also one of the pillars, Corinne. Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. Would Michael Correa please join us on stage? Michael, is with great pleasure tonight, on behalf of Middleborough High School, to be presenting to you the National Federation of State High School Associations Award of Excellence. Michael is receiving the award of National Federal and State High School Associations Award of Excellence for your exemplary work of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity in each season and every moment you step out to compete. Congratulations to you, and so well deserved. Would Scott Dennison, Tyler Parks, and Trevor Peterson please join us on stage? The State Principals Association has challenged or charged all schools in the state to identify and to celebrate and to recognize and to honor the students who have chosen to go off and to serve our country in the United States military. And Scott and Trevor have both committed to the United States military as their next chapter in life. On behalf of the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, as well as the Massachusetts School Administrators Association, we would like to recognize our students who are joining the military following graduation. On behalf of the MIAA and the MSAA, please accept our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your commitment to join the Armed Forces of the United States of America after graduation. Scott Dennison, if you can please step forward, please. Scott will be joining the United States Army post-graduation. Congratulations, and thank you for your service, Scott. And Trevor Peterson. Trevor will be joining and serving our country in the United States Army National Guard. Congratulations, and thank you for your service, Trevor. And it's important to note that Tyler Parks, who could not be here this evening, is heading off to the United States Army as well. So thank you for your service as well, Tyler. Congratulations. Would Aiden Chin, Cam Morgan, Carly Quill, and Jimmy Swartz please join us on stage? The Massachusetts School Administrators Association challenges every principal in the state to identify 4 students who epitomize what it means to be a student in your school. And so it is with great pleasure to present the 4 leaders that you see up here, Aiden, Cam, Carly, and Jimmy, as the recipients of the Massachusetts School Administrators Association Student Achievement Award for outstanding service to school and outstanding academics and just an overall job well done. It's been an honor to work with you over the last 4 years. Congratulations. Congratulations. And as we begin to wind down our senior last assembly, it is important to recognize and officially honor 2 members of the graduating class. Would Cassandra Helene please join us on stage? Cassie Helene tonight will officially be named the salutatorian for the graduating class of 2022. Cassie was ranked number 2 in the graduating class, and that we unofficially announced it on Tuesday at our very first class meeting post the holiday weekend. And we made it known the fact that tonight at the Senior Last Assembly it would be officially named as the salutatorian of the graduating class. Cassie is heading off to Wheaton College in the fall to study biology. Cassie, congratulations to you, and we cannot wait to hear your reflections and your charge to the class on Saturday at graduation. Job well done. Would Matthew Gavush please join us on stage? It is with great pleasure tonight to officially announce the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Mr. Matthew Gavush. Matthew has served as our class president for his senior year, and Matthew has done an outstanding job in that role. And we know that from an academic standpoint, clearly, he's done very well there too. And we cannot wait to hear your reflective comments tonight in just a moment, but also on Saturday as well. And Matthew is heading off to Georgia Tech in the fall with a major in mechanical engineering. Matt, congratulations. And at this time, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the class president for the graduating class of 2022, Mr. Matthew Gavush.
Can we adjust this? Good evening, everyone. I first would like to thank all of the friends, family, faculty, and staff that made getting here to this moment, just 2 days away from graduating, possible for all of us. When I sat down to write this speech, there was a question that I struggled to answer. How do I encapsulate 4 years, and for many of us, 13 years worth of field trips, sports games, class dances and events, and most importantly, so many memories into one short speech? As I searched through my mom's old flash drives with class photos from kindergarten and elementary school, I was reminded of the times we spent together, many of us writing the first chapters of our story at the MEC. We walked the halls in a single file line, fighting over who would get to be line leader. On Flag Day, we dressed up in our red, white, and blue. On Field Day, we had sponge races and went inside of a giant inflatable whale. Our little minds were fascinated on our field trips to the Buttonwood Zoo, digging holes in the sand at the Lloyd Center, and playing in the woods at Heritage Gardens. Each of these moments were simply a page in the story that we were all writing, a story with an undiscovered ending. As we made our way to the HBB and MKG, our paths diverged. Divided by school, the rivalry between the Huskies and Eagles grew strong. We may have argued over which school was better, MKG, and who had rights to the swimming pool. It's also MKG. But one thing remained constant. We began to discover who we were and started to form relationships that would help carry us throughout our entire stories. Through our trips to the book fair to buy erasers and posters, and sometimes a few books, the spelling bee, the Dino Stars play, watching Mrs. Campbell play her bagpipes down the hall, and countless ice cream socials, our class grew stronger together. Mixed emotions accompanied our transition to Nichols Middle School. The devastation of losing recess, eagerness to experience the sense of independence gained in this new school, nervousness to meet new teachers, reconnect with old friends, and understand the new schedule. However, despite this world of emotions during such a challenging time in our lives, where we found ourselves, summoned the courage to try out for the play, a sports team, or sit at a new table at lunch, we always had each other. I rewatched the 8th grade slideshow on YouTube with some of the most embarrassing photos you could possibly imagine, and I realized just how much things change. In the story we're all writing that I had mentioned earlier, middle school is writing a page and then scribbling it out and starting over again. Not only did we define who we were individually, but we began to define our class as one that's filled with compassion, kindness, resilience, and the utmost loyalty to bettering each other and the community. As we finished our journey as Apollos and Comets and finally became Sachems, the last chapter of our stories began. Arriving for Start Strong in the summer, we were overwhelmed by the energy and passion of the current students lining the bridge, and many of us soon took advantage of the multitudes of opportunities available. For the first time, we did an Energizer at a student council lock-in, wowed the audience at our school musicals, helped decorate our section of the bleachers for the Thanksgiving pep rally, or rode our homecoming floats to Baddest Field. We looked at seniors with the aspiration of someday being as cool and confident as they seemed, never once thinking that our senior year would arrive as quickly as it did. Throughout our freshman and sophomore years, our collective leadership, involvement, and school pride were blossoming. But just as every story has unexpected twists and turns, ours too changed a bit. Finding a way to remain motivated and successful while not being together as a class was the hardest challenge many of us faced throughout high school. But because of the unbreakable bonds we'd formed throughout our childhood years and the beginning of our time at MHS, our class displayed an unmatched sense of resilience and tenacity. When the time came to return to school and write the ending to our story that we had all imagined, I'm so immensely proud of how this class carried themselves. Each and every one of you served as role models for the underclassmen that were yet to spend a real year in high school. You transferred the traditions and legacy that accompanied the old building into our beautiful new high school while building some of our own. Any challenge that was thrown your way, whether it was the uncertainty of the state of the world or simply trying not to be featured on the MHS Bad Parking Instagram page, was handled with poise and confidence. As we've spent the last few weeks of our Middleborough School careers celebrating all our accomplishments and reminiscing on past experiences, I ask you all, the class of 2022, to not be overcome with sadness by the end of our journey together, but instead filled with pride of how much we've grown and excitement to see how much good this class will continue to spread into the world. I had asked the question earlier, how do I sum up all of the time we've spent together as a class into one speech? The answer is, you can't. However, as we go our separate ways this Saturday, I want you all to remember one thing. Keep the past in our heads, the future in our hands, and the friendships in our hearts forever. Look back on the story we've all written over the past 13 years and continue on with the same wisdom, passion, unity, and courage that has made this school such an amazing place to learn, and this town such a wonderful place to call home. I would like to thank Mr. Brannigan for making sure every student in this school feels important, and for giving us the guidance we need to be successful. Mr. Chamberlain and Ms. Tessino for doing everything in their power to make this year incredible for all of us. Mrs. Holmgren for making the impossible possible. All of the MHS teachers for investing so much into expanding our knowledge while shaping us into better people. The Tanglewood boys for being there since day one. My parents, Meg, Ev, and the rest of my family for always supporting me and believing in me. And lastly, I'd like to thank the class of 2022 for making high school the most unforgettable and life-changing experience. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us. I love you all. Thank you.
Matt, if you could come up to the stage, please. Matt, just on behalf of the entire high school community, we want to make sure that we present with you your own gavel. And we hope the fact that the leadership that you have demonstrated here, not only this year, but throughout your entire time that you have been a member of our school community, we hope that you will continue to lead no matter where you go. Thank you for all you've done here. Congratulations. On behalf of all of us here at the high school, we thank you very, very much for allowing your children to come here. To all of our family and guests that are here tonight, we welcome you to our home tonight, and we hope that you've been able to see just how unbelievably proud we are of this graduating class for what they've given to this school community and to really what they've given to each other. Our school is better because of them, and we cannot thank you enough for allowing your children to be able to come here to represent the orange and the black. So thank you so much. So at this time, if our class marshals, if you could please bring our seniors to their feet. And if our marshals, if you could make your way down to the floor, please. Yeah. To all of our family and friends that are here tonight, as our graduates are going to be going right off into the student commons and the rotunda, we do have a reception tonight. We hope you'll stick around for a little bit of cheer and also some really great photos. It becomes a thing that everyone has pictures now on the grand staircase off the rotunda. So we'll see you in the student commons, and as our marshals, if you can begin to lead the senior class out of the auditorium, right into the commons. Everyone, good night. We'll see you on Saturday at graduation. See you at the reception.